Hi, my name's Jennifer LeBeau, and I'm a realtor specializing in relocation to Philadelphia's Main Line. I'd like you to think of me as your guru, Sherpa, guide, relocologist, if you will, for anything and everything related to a move to the greater Philadelphia area. Today's topic is public school districts. If you are a parent who is considering moving and you have school-aged kids, obviously one of your main stressors is going to be trying to figure out how to look for houses in the best school districts. And you would do this anywhere, no matter where you were moving. But if you're moving to the suburbs of Philadelphia, it's a little more complicated. Why? Because our school district boundary system is really weird there. I said it. In a normal place, let's say you live in Whoville. Your kids are going to go to the Whoville schools with all the other little Whos, right? Here, not so much. You and I could live in the same town and maybe only one street away from each other or around the block, but your property address could district you to one school while mine could district me to a different one, and there's no choosing or switching. So the trick is trying to figure out how to determine which property addresses fall in which school districts. So let's take Wayne, which is a very popular mainline town, as an example. Wayne is about 16 square miles, has one zip code, but it has sections of it in 3 different school districts. So here you can see there's a section of Wayne here, a section of Wayne here, a section of Wayne here. The blue line shows the outline of the town and zip code area. So all of that is Wayne. But these heavy red lines show the school district boundaries. So this section of Wayne here is in the Radnor Township School District. This section up here with the yellow background is in the Upper Merion School District. And this larger part here is in the Tredyffrin Easttown School District. Don't worry about how to pronounce it, much less how to spell it, as you probably already have a headache. If this unusual school district boundary system is news to you, you may be feeling a little overwhelmed, but don't worry. I am here to try to help you demystify the whole thing and figure it out so that you can make sure that you're looking at properties that fall into the school districts that you deem the best fit for your kids. So the next question is, well, how do you know that? You go to my website, of course. On my website, go to the school district tab, and then over here on the left, click View School Info and Maps. This first map you will see is the one that you saw earlier in the video when we were looking at Wayne and the different school districts. This is the overlay of the school district boundaries with the town boundaries and zip code and town names there. If this unusual school district boundary system is news to you, you may be feeling a little overwhelmed, but don't worry. I am here to try to help you demystify the whole thing and figure it out so that you can make sure that you're looking at properties that fall into the school districts that you deem the best fit for your kids. So the next question is, well, how do you know that? You go to my website, of course. On my website, go to the school district tab, and then over here on the left, click View School Info and Maps. This first map you will see is the one that you saw earlier in the video when we were looking at Wayne and the different school districts. This is the overlay of the school district boundaries with the town boundaries and zip code and town names there. The next map shows color blocks which represent different school districts. And if you hover over a specific school district, it gives you the option to click on the more details, and that will take you to the school's website. Next, you'll see a list of school district ranking websites. These will compare and contrast based on test scores, student-teacher ratio, and other metrics that may help you determine which is a good or not good fit for your student. Below that, you will see links to a larger number of public school districts than are on the color block map. And at the very bottom of the school page, you'll see a list, which is not exhaustive, but pretty decent, of local area private schools. And all of these are hyperlinked to their websites. Relocating is hard. There's no way around that. But please feel free to use me as a resource. People ask me if there is a fee for my services, and the answer is not to a buyer. I'm paid, if you buy a house with me, by the seller. So you have no fee, no obligation, no risk. What you have to gain is answers to your questions, information, and insight. So what do you have to lose? Please get in touch.